Every single morning, hundreds of millions of people perform an action that has become entirely invisible. We pick up a tube and we squeeze. We do it without a second thought. But 130 years ago, taking care of your teeth was a messy, frustrating chore that most people actively avoided. To get the entire world to adopt a new daily routine, you have to do more than just provide a tool. You have to remove every ounce of physical effort from the task. If you looked at a typical morning routine in the late 19th century, you would find a washstand like this. Dental paste existed, but it was sold almost exclusively in heavy, wide ceramic jars. Using it was an unappealing process. Every person in a household would take their own wet toothbrush and dip it directly into the same shared paste. This delivery mechanism was the primary barrier to adoption. The mess and the lack of hygiene kept brushing from becoming an everyday practice for the average person. For dental care to spread, the communal jar had to be replaced by something that didn't feel like a chore. In 1892, a US dentist named Washington Sheffield thought he found the answer: creme dentifrice, the world's first toothpaste packaged in a collapsible metal tube. Sheffield had solved the sanitary problem, but his invention failed to catch on with the public. These early tubes used a standard round opening. When squeezed, the paste likely emerged as a thick, round blob that was difficult to control and easily rolled off the brush. Sheffield had moved the paste from the jar to the tube, but he hadn't yet mastered the physics of getting it onto the bristles. 4 years later, New York soap maker William Colgate entered the market with his own version. Colgate didn't need to reinvent the tube itself. Instead, he focused entirely on the point where the paste actually left the packaging. His innovation was a simple change in geometry. He flattened the shape of the nozzle. This change forced the paste to emerge as a flat ribbon, which sat securely on the brush without the user having to balance it. By making this tiny physical adjustment, Colgate removed the last bit of unpredictability from the process. But even a better design faces a hurdle. A public that spent decades dipping brushes into jars wouldn't necessarily understand why a tube was better. Colgate realized he needed to explain the mechanical benefit of his nozzle as clearly as possible. He launched his campaign with a very specific promise: comes out a ribbon, lies flat on the brush. This wasn't a vague claim of quality. It was a set of instructions. It told the consumer exactly how the product would behave before they ever took the cap off. The slogan addressed the mess of the jar head-on, promising a level of neatness that Sheffield's round nozzle couldn't provide. Almost immediately, Colgate's Ribbon Dental Cream began to dominate the market, leaving Sheffield's original tube behind. What started as a niche item in an apothecary shop soon became a staple in nearly every home in the country. This shift happened because Colgate addressed the two main reasons people resist a new habit. He used the nozzle to fix the physical awkwardness of the task, and used his slogan to clear the mental hurdle of how to use it. Today, that effortless morning squeeze is a routine we don't even have to think about. It's a reminder that the product that makes a habit the easiest is almost always